How China emerged over the years. During 1949, China was controlling only South China region. Now, in 2020, China is the fourth largest country in the world and very near to second largest. We all have a question. How China claiming these lands as China's? Currently, they have boundaries dispute with 18 countries. I'll explain everything in this video. Stay tuned. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for latest videos. On October 1st, 1949, the establishment of the People's Republic of China was officially announced by Mao in Beijing. On 13 October same year 1949, China forcefully occupied Xinjiang into the People's Republic of China. On 21st November 1962, China won the military victory of Sino-Indian War but withdrew to the pre-war boundaries. India maintains control of Northeast Frontier Agency area, that is Arunachal Pradesh. China controls area of Aksai Chin. Then Tibet was included as China territory, later Inner Mongolia. On 25th October 1971, the People's Republic of China replaced the Republic of China, which is Taiwan, in the United Nations seat representing China. The PRC claims Taiwan as its own province despite never having gained control over it. China also has boundary dispute with 18 countries. China has illegally occupied 38,000 square kilometers of India's land in Aksai Chin. In the eastern sector, China also claims approximately 90,000 square kilometers of Indian territory in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Beijing claims nearly 2,450 square kilometers of territory in the different pockets. China is also being accused of encroaching upon the territory of Nepal. 3 members of the Nepali Congress moved a resolution in the House of Representatives, the lower chamber of the Nepalese parliament, asking the Oli government to restore the country's territory, which had been encroached upon by China. In July 2017, senior Bhutanese official spoke up against Chinese encroachments along the border and asked China to respect the procedure for border settlement that it had itself agreed on with Bhutan. China claims all Bhutan as China's territory. China has occupied the Parcel Island since 1974, when its troops seized a South Vietnam garrison occupying the Western Island. The China-Japan dispute is over a group of uninhabited islands that fall in the eastern China Sea. China claims its rights over Taiwan. Parts of the South China Sea are contested between the Philippines and China. The Philippines took this to the International Court of Justice, where they won the case, but China did not abide by the International Court of Justice order. China claims its right over all of North Korea. Despite signing several agreements, China unilaterally claims 160,000 square kilometers territory of Russia. Parts of the South China Sea are contested by both Singapore and China. China claims its rights over all of South Korea. China also claims its rights over large part of Laos. China claims over Tajikistan territory. China also claims parts of Cambodia. China claims all of Mongolia on historical grounds. Buddhist nation Tibet was an independent country during 1913 and 1950. The Chinese army invaded Tibet eastern border and captured it in 1950. China also claims that Tibet has been an inalienable part of China. China has been repeatedly adding its naval presence to the waters surrounding the area that includes islands, reefs, banks and other features in the South China Sea, including the islands with Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Burma, Taiwan, Parcel Islands with Vietnam. How China claims these lands, on what evidence, and why the world was silent over these Chinese acquisition over the years. China was particular to South China area during 1949. Now, on 2020, China expanded enormously. Still, China claims over 18 countries' land. China claims these land on the basis of Chinese history. Yes, you heard right. China claims this land on the basis of Chinese rules on this territory. This is how they call it, once upon a time in China. China was ruled by many dynasties over the centuries, and now China wants all of their Chinese land ruled by the dynasties to form one China. China also urges other countries to accept one China policy. China wants to merge all the territory which was separated after the century of humiliation. China calls it as one China. China wants to recreate that glory of China which had everything. In fact, China had its own Silk Road during King Age. This is the list of Chinese dynasty that ruled China. Chinese historians typically consider the following dynasties to have unified China proper: the Jing dynasty, the Western Han; the Qing dynasty, the Eastern Han; the Western Qing; the Sui dynasty, the Tang dynasty; the Huzhou, the Northern Song; the Yuan dynasty and Ming dynasty; and the Qing dynasty. China keeps and study their history very carefully. They safeguard their history. I think as of now, no one in the world who cares their lost history as much China does. When we recreate a China map which includes all of the Chinese land by history, this is how it looks like. This also includes India's northeast region. This is why China claims Arunachal Pradesh. Later, they also claim rest of northeast region. This is why the chicken neck of India is very important. China wants to block this area and acquire northeast region of India. Map also includes all of North Korea and South Korea, Taiwan, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia and parts of Russia. It is still unclear for common people about the Chinese land. At this point, only China knows the exact territory of the China, they claims. But the defense analysts know that these many countries has problem in future. China will somehow try to grab land, which claims by China. Countries are getting united to face China against land grab. China also wants to control trade route via sea. They are grabbing lands of small islands or small economy country via depth diplomacy. When country faces difficulties to return the debt, they take islands for lease. China emerging as a power which is a threat to world. China can't become a superpower. They really don't have such capability. China just using the policies for their benefits. If they start a war directly, they can't win the war for sure.